What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad by Christie Golden. So this book is the prequel companion novel to the single-player story campaign in the video game Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is kind of sounds like a lot, but really all you need to know is that this book takes place right after the destruction of the first Death Star, and we're following specifically a girl named Iden Versio. She is a very accomplished Imperial officer, and her father is Admiral Versio, who's this really big top dog within the Empire, and she is put in a team called Inferno Squad by her father. They're kind of this elite team that's going to be going undercover and doing these missions that maybe the Empire wouldn't otherwise be able to do, and they are the best of the best. It's really interesting. The whole beginning of this book setting that up is a little bit slow, but once you know who they are and what we're doing, then you really get into some good stuff, because this book gets really good. The main plot of this book is that Inferno Squad is infiltrating a group called the Dreamers, which is an offshoot of Saw Gerrera's partisans, and you know that this book can't have a happy ending because you get attached to, of course, Inferno Squad, but then you also get attached to some of the Dreamers, and you learn that things aren't necessarily black and white. They are a terrorist group, but they've got some good people in them, and Inferno Squad is part of the Empire, but they're my babies and I love them and I just want everybody to be happy. So all of this dramatic irony really starts building, and you start to feel very emotionally compromised, and by the end of this book I was a complete mess. I couldn't do anything for a whole day. I was just sad. I cried the whole end of this book because it just really hit me over the head. I was expecting this book to be a plot-driven war story. It was going to be heavy and have action, and I wasn't really excited for it. But instead, this was a character-driven, introspective story. It was angst. It was a pain train from start to finish. And honestly, this is now my favorite Star Wars book. I never thought anything would dethrone Lost Stars by Claudia Gray, but this book did. It's in kind of a similar vein as Lost Stars, where it is showing these two halves of the war and how they're interacting and showing this complexity within it. So you know that there's this really big gray area here. It's not cut and dry. It's not black and white the way we've always thought it was. It was just so emotional, and it made me feel so strongly. The main difference here is that I could read Lost Stars over and over and over again, and just it gives me the feels, it makes me sad, I love it. This book does the same thing, but I probably could not read this book again, or it would be a while before I could read this book again, because the ending is very emotional. You do get very attached to these characters, you get very attached to the relationships that they're making, but that angst is there because you know that things can't end happily. You know that there is no happily ever after for this story, and that just rips you to pieces, because no matter how you think it's going to end, it will catch you off guard, and it's just absolutely insane. Christie Golden has absolutely outdone herself with this book. I really feel like it is a must read for Star Wars just in general, because of that complexity, because it's highlighting that gray area, that's showing that the rebellion isn't always that ragtag group of heroes that we all want to see win, and that within the Empire there are citizens who think about the Empire differently. They don't uphold that evil ideology that we always see. Some of them believe in the good that the Empire could do, or maybe some of them are kind of falling out of love with the Empire and kind of seeing things in a different way. So it's awesome, and it adds so much depth to the world, and it really serves to make this whole thing, this whole story, very three-dimensional and very tangible, and I just love it so much. I love this book so much. I cannot explain to you how much I freaking love this book. I also really liked Christie Golden's other book, Dark Disciple, which was also angst and pain train and just all of this, and I really want now Christie Golden to write the 9 novelization. I would love to see a Ben Solo novel from her. I just want more Star Wars books from her, because they make me feel so much, and while it left me a mess, it was amazing because it gives you so much to think about, and it's just I love it. I love it so much. This book is getting an A+ from me. I highly recommend it. It's not going to be for everybody because it is a Star Wars book, and I know that some people don't like those character-driven, introspective stories, but I feel like it's really needed, and I feel like the way that it's presented and the ideas and the themes that it's like showing all of us is really needed. I have a lot of bookmarks for this book. Actually, there's only 3 in here, but there were a lot of quotes. I got a lot of quotes out of this book. It's so good. Highly recommend it. Like, go do yourself a favor. Just go check out this book. Now, I have also watched a walkthrough for Battlefront 2, and I have a couple of things to say about that as well. It does get a little bit spoilery because it's the continuation of the story, so we'll be talking about that on Friday, so be sure to tune in so you don't miss that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything I got for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!